It sure is a lovely day out here, isn't it, Reneus?
Yeah, you can say that again. It's calm and very peaceful.
Help! What was that all about?
Search me. He escaped from jail.
That better not be. I don't think it is.
Angelis is going to ruin everything again. Yep, we're screwed.
Let's get out of here before he finds us.
It was a busy morning on the island of Sodor. All the engines were working very hard. One day, Thomas stopped next to Percy. "Good morning, Percy," said Thomas. Percy smiled. He had an important question to ask Thomas. "What the hell are you shouting for?" he asked. "I'm not the one that's shouting," replied Thomas. Percy was worried. "Thomas, stop shouting!" he shouted. "But I'm not shouting," wheezed Thomas. Percy puffed sadly away. Meanwhile, Oliver was with his brake van towed. "I am a Great Western engine. I shouldn't be working on a railway that doesn't have any tracks."
Begging your pardon, Mr. Oliver, but why do you sound like everyone else?
Because the narrator is Angelis. He uses the same voice for all the other characters. "Not me," huffed Gordon. "I'm too grand to sound like everyone else."
But you still sound like everyone else, Mr. Gordon.
Fuck you. You're not showing me any respect. From now on, whenever I puff towards you, you must blow your whistle twice.
But I don't have a whistle, Mr. Gordon.
Then, get one. The engines on the narrow gauge railway were working very hard. They had completed a new section of their main line, and were getting things prepared for a new engine.
"Why do I have a Scottish accent?" wheezed Sir Handel. "I ain't even from Scotland."
"I don't know," replied Peter Sam. "Angelis did the same thing to me. We better ask Skarloey." Skarloey puffed sadly towards the two engines. "The only engines on the narrow gauge railway that don't have Scottish accents are me and Rusty."
"Why is that?" asked Sir Handel.
"See for yourself." "Hi, I'm Rusty. I'm going to take you all from behind and have
sex."
"What the hell is that?" asked Sir Handel. "Angelis is the narrator, and he wants me to have
sex
with everyone. Do you want to join me?" "I don't think I'll want to." "Dos for Dania, comrades!" Back on the Fat Controller's railway, Percy spoke to the Fat Controller. "Thomas keeps shouting at me for no reason," shouted Percy.
"But you are the one that's shouting,"
boomed the Fat Controller. "Now you're shouting at me," squeaked Percy.
"No one is shouting at you, Percy. You are the one that's shouting at us."
"Fuck you!" Just then, Thomas arrived. "What happened to the stop motion?" asked Thomas.
"Thomas," boomed the Fat Controller, "you knocked me down when you were dropped by the film crew, and even though it's not your fault, I am going to punish you anyway."
"But sir, I got dropped in the wrong spot."
"That is no excuse. You have caused confusion and delay."
Thomas felt terrible. He also didn't know why the Fat Controller had a dramatic close-up. But he learned an important lesson. Even though many of the accidents on the island of Sodor were not his fault, the Fat Controller blamed him for them anyway.